Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back to Kingdoms and Castles in the humble kingdom of Dragonstone, where in the previous episode we built a whole bunch of new houses. Our population has gone up quite significantly and we've got workers forever. We have more than enough to get on with any particular projects we want to be getting on with, but we must have more, we must keep expanding, and that is the plan. So let's check food. We're losing a lot less to exposure than before. I think we may have had a rainy year most recently, so that might be part of that. But I was about to say, hopefully we can just go straight away, adding a bunch more houses in, but maybe we're now at the point where we do have to add in some more farms, because we've been just building, we built all these new houses without doing any changes to farms, thanks to the agriculture changes in the most recent major update, and that's been wonderful. You know what, let's fast forward and just see how that plays out. But yeah, we have a bit of a plan here about how we're going to expand out and make a new block somewhere about here. There's going to be a road there and one, I think, here. That all lines up, but I have noticed that actually the situation over here isn't as bad as I thought in terms of how much space we have for houses, because what I was thinking is we could only have maybe 6, we could expand that to 8 later, but actually we could totally build a house there and a house there. The only issue is that that rock is in the way of this road, and I'm going to get rid of that. I think that's fine. There's still going to be 2 rocks left. It's hardly going to be a major blow to our supply of stone. So industry, rock removal, plonk that there. We're going to have the road go around here. These can sit here without any problem, and we'll be able to build a full block of 10 houses here. It will mean that we can't really quarry these very much. We can only fit 2 quarries in the space we have left, but we could, if we needed to, clear out some space so that we can increase the production, but I don't think we'll need to. I think there's plenty of stone elsewhere and closer to where we need it, so that's all fine. How's the food doing now? Has it ticked over yet, or are we just super balanced right now? Because we're still with the 50 whatever it was. I guess it was still 58. Have we had a year pass yet? I don't know. I think the years are longer now. They made them like 50% longer than before or something. So that means you have to worry a little bit more about food stocks from one year to the next. Otherwise you might run out every year, even if you're producing enough overall, sort of, kind of, well, not enough I guess. I don't know, well it's winter now. I think, didn't we just have a harvest? Maybe this is another year has passed, it's hard to say. I want to expand, I'm just scared now that it'll mess up. So we can do something about the farms. One thing we can do is that we can place some irrigation over here. So let me refresh my memory as to how exactly we were planning on doing this. Because to get the coverage, it can be quite far back, really. This is enough, that covers everything, though it doesn't cover this fully. I think we might need to have it cover the orchard completely. So that corner there would be where we want to go. Now let me just remember, because it's something like 18 tiles. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I think that works. I think that doesn't cause issues. The only problem is we can't move the aqueducts over there in that particular way. We'll have to do some messing about, it would seem. And also, ballista towers burned down. That's like the first thing we've had burned down in ages. I guess we'll replace it. This one that's in amongst all these other things. What's the fire risk? It's very high. Yeah, we should build a well over here. Apparently the sea does not count, so it's not going to be a major issue just to order a well built on the corner, so that we never have any fire problem over there again. Why does that even... Because I thought the idea was that only places that would have a fireplace would set on fire. Do the towers have fireplaces? Do they have the equipment for said, like, for burning arrows or something? Is it genuinely burning arrows this time? Who knows? Some sort of logic has decided that that they can burn. Right, yeah, so the problem is that there's iron mines and all sorts in the way. So what we could do, and we also, there's a hospital in the way. We can't get around that unless we remove one of these 3 buildings. So we'll have to step this way, and that will waste precious distance that we don't necessarily have. So I think we've got to demolish the hospital and rebuild it somewhere else. And then we can send it up here, except we can't because of the iron mine, so we'll send it over a tile. And I think that'll be okay. I think that'll put us at exactly 18, so we'll still be alright. It'll still work. I wonder if we can build aqueducts over orchards. No. We could go through here. Still we have to go over the orchards though. Whichever way we put it, we're going to have to knock some buildings down and still potentially not be near enough damn it. Yeah, we'll do that then. We'll knock down the hospital, we'll rebuild it somewhere else, just like over here. Actually, that's going to be where houses are. Over here, I guess, something like that. I might even get rid of one of these. Actually, no, I think the granaries are valuable. How's the food now? Ah, that's better. 273 lost to exposure. I'm going to call that as good enough. How much do we eat per year, actually? It's just a little bit over one... Oh, no, that's how much food is generated. How much is eaten? Oh, it's 1 food per person exactly. And we're producing 200 more, so we can have 200 more people. And so this is 150 if we just fill in the 6 slots here. So I'll do that, and we'll see how that goes. So plonk, plonk, plonk. Rotate, got the button right. Plonk, plonk, plonk. Another 150. Don't know what I'm going to do with them. At the moment, we got a bunch of people just sat around not doing anything. Probably time to expand the armies or something. Except we don't need them because the Vikings can't breach our walls. So everything is wonderful. As it currently stands, I suppose, is the takeaway from that. Right, demolish that. We will rebuild it somewhere else. I will not fail my villagers. My loyal subjects. They deserve good healthcare. They have served me well. And we'll start bringing the aqueducts over this way. Over the road. We'll get rid of this. Don't need it. Sorry, gatekeepers. You've had that job for centuries. I guess it's been passed down through your family. The ancient, at some point you just change your name to gatekeeper or whatever, or gatehouse, and you have served the realm unfailingly for many years, and we've just gone and demolished your source of income. Your ancient and noble house will crumble now. Right, I wonder if maybe we should move it somewhere else, because we could have it on the other side instead. In fact, we can move it back a tile, and that will save us a little bit. It will not... It'll be 1 square shorter if that is necessary. Don't know if it is. And it will still cover everything. Possibly be even in a better position to... In fact, how far down can we move this and still have coverage on everything? I'm looking at this orchard up in the top. This is the key. We'll have all the tiles of that covered. That down there works. That's much better. So maybe we don't need to be as bad as we thought. Get rid of the wall, put it there, and we'll have plenty of space for more farmland. It even perfectly encapsulates the stuff that I would point at, but I'd lose my place. The farms up in the top by that well. So that... Yeah, I'm going to do that instead. Right. Demolish this. Should be fine. We've got plenty of defenses as it stands. Our Tower of Babel is now operational and slaughters... Oh, actually, the water didn't go far enough. I must have miscounted. Misunderstood something about how it works, so it's a good job that I spotted that this is a better location for it. Let's demolish this tower here. Again, some ancient and noble house that has lived atop that tower for many decades, centuries, in fact, has just lost the job. There we go, clear all that away. And we kept connected up to there. It will serve all of the farmland around here, and there'll be a bunch down here that we can start to use, and that will help to make sure that we can continue to feed everyone that we have. Speaking of, the houses are now in place. Our capacity is 1,500, but we haven't reached it yet, and we will struggle to, I suppose. Let's try and make that happen by holding a festival, because I think if we hit that number, then we will reach the next level of kingdom, which would be lovely. So, I'll keep an eye out and an ear for that. I mean, it'll be hard to miss. A big thing comes up in the middle of the screen, and that'll be lovely. Right. So that's working. The irrigation is happening. So this is getting a bonus of 4, as hoped. So I think having every tile covered is important. And, oh, there it is! We are now a thriving kingdom. Your kingdom is strong and has many times overcame hardships that would have crushed a lesser ruler. Your people respect you greatly. Fantastic! We are now Dragonstone, the thriving kingdom. And we will continue to try expanding. We seem to be snowballing at this stage, so perhaps it won't be long till we are the next level. Right, how far does our irrigation go? Goes to here. So that's lovely. We can fill this all in with farms. Might even rearrange all these roads and stuff here now. Could remove one of these rocks as well, just to make things neaten up a bit. Have this road line up and everything. Yeah, we can have a thriving farm trade going on here. But down here we'll have a bunch more houses that will be fed by said farms. How's the food going? I hadn't yet taken account of all the new people. We've got a stockpile on fire. Please put that out. That's a lot of... Oh, no. The one thing... Well, yeah, the second thing to burn down in a century. And it's our stockpile full of materials ready to build all the walls out here. That was like the next thing I was going to do as well. Why would you do this to me, fire? Why must you be so cruel? Alright, we'll build another one. Spin that round. Oh, no. Oh, come on with the trees. Stop it with the trees. Stupid. I'm shutting you down. The ancient and noble house that runs that woodcutters has now been disbanded. Oh dear. Come on. There we go. Whoop. I plunked it down wrong. Delete. Stupid sudden lag spike ruining everything. There. Sorted. And you can reopen. Occupied by 3 different people now. And we have a dragon attacking, as I can hear, because the ballistas are going. And he's dead. And he's going to crush something. Yep, couple of farms gone. The ancient and nope, you get the idea. Let's replace those. Demolish. Demolish. Plonk, plonk. All good. Everything's fine. They've already repaired the windmill. It's as if it never happened. The dragon's skull has been taken to the keep and put on display next to the 2,000 others. I imagine they now just pile on top of each other. The ones at the bottom are like collapsing of the weight from the weight of all the newer skulls. And so overall the skull pile is basically staying at the same height now. Right, so... More houses? More houses. Let's do it. Okay, so... We'll have a row of 5 of them along this side here. Maybe we'll just rocket to the next level straight away. I wouldn't want to do that. I imagine the next level is at 2,000. It might be like 2,500 just so that it's like the amount that you go up is keeps increasing, but who knows how it works. It seems like in like the later stages suddenly there's a lot more different options because the number that they go up by stays the same. Because wasn't it like 500 before and 500 before that? So all of a sudden we seem to be leaping through them just because we're accelerating in our expansion as you would do. Right, let's order up a whole bunch of walls because we're a bit behind on this project at the moment now that we've filled in all of these piers here. So just a 2-high wall all the way along and then we'll add in the towers. Whoops. We should do some more work on the fortress as well, though we also need to work out how the fortress fits in with everything else. What we'll do is we'll extend these towers along and see where a convenient place to end is. So that's another archer tower. Ballista. Archer. Ballista. Archer. So I'll probably end there, because otherwise it goes ballista, and there's an archer right there up against the castle. So I'm actually going to demolish this here. I guess I'll leave the pier for now, but I'm sort of wishing I'd just not built that in the first place, and then we have the wall running along there, and it joins up nicely with everything. Oh, charcoal makers burned down. Have they rebalanced fire? There was a mini update between this episode and the last, and I'm thinking they've increased fire again. Damn it. Just when everything seems so wonderful. We'll put that there. Well, is there... Like, there's wells here, though, isn't there? There's one there, and there's one there. Just sort of in between. It's annoying. I'm not replacing it. Oh, I did forget to build a new hospital somewhere. Poor guy's been getting slaughtered by plagues. Yes, this seems to be doing alright at the moment, in terms of population. Where to build the new hospital? Not really a good spot for it inside the main citadel area. We've got that fairly well filled in. We could fill in some water here. No, there is a bit of space. There's a hospital right there, though. That seems like bad planning. Oh, this is here. Complete removal. I don't know why it doesn't just do that automatically. What's the point of not? Oh, wow, you get a whole bunch of stone from that. That's pretty neat. Alright, start chopping trees. Going back here a bit, and then we'll fill it in with roads. So, town. Road. That's not a road, that's a house. How did that happen? Stone road. Connect them up at the corner. And that'll all be wonderful. People are taking the time. We are at triple speed. Again, it takes years for for trees to be cut down. It seems a bit silly, really. Yeah, and the time it takes for these to cut down, the tree cutter has raised a great and noble house that can probably be ancient by certain people's standards. Why is this hospital like this? Why is it not one tile over to make room for the road? What was I thinking? I'm going to demolish that because what... Was there a church there once? What was the system? Yeah, that just seems like the silliest of ideas, so I'm going to move it over a step and then I can bring this road down. Bring it out to here, and we'll get rid of this particular tower. And continue the road through to there. Fantastic. I would build a gate, but there's no point. The Vikings aren't going to get here. If they do get here, then we're in much more trouble than having to worry about a gate. In fact, I'm just going to remove all these towers over here. There is no point to them. Oh, the lag. Oh, and I've demolished too much. Apparently, you can also demolish the pier if you just keep hammering delete. Well, nuts. Fill that in again. And at some point I'll fill that in, but I don't really need it yet. Yeah, what I'm thinking is chop this down here. I forgot what the C key was for a second there, so it would be easier just to click on chop, but whatever. And we'll build our hospital here. That seems like a good place to have it. Gonna have good spacing. I mean, there's one just over there. It's not too far, but it's at least better than having them right next to each other, which seems like a bad way of putting it. Come on, guys. The time it takes you to chop that down, someone's gonna plant another tree nearby. There. Build that. And we're sort of missing one in this region, but I need to work out exactly how everything's arranged first. How's the food doing now? Still alright. Little bit more balanced now. Don't want to build any more houses till we've got more farms, I would say. So that's all alright for now. We've got nearly 400 idle workers. It's ridiculous. This is what happens once you get your outer wall. You don't need your inner wall anymore. So you're as efficient as you can be in terms of people manning defenses. Whoops, try to build that just on the ground. Won't be very effective there. And the ballistas in between. That's all nice. I want to work on this as well, but having looked at this, I don't like the front. The front is too tall. We need to bring that down again to match it with this, I'd say. Also, need to bring up these in between. I think that'll look better, but I'm not 100%, so we'll try it. And I can reverse it if necessary. I'm going to bring these all up so it's a continuous line along the side. Like so. And I think what I'll also do is extend the whole thing back by 2 tiles and have another row of towers at the back. I think that'll be nice. Give us a little bit more freedom to have a center that's quite bulky. Right, so piers. Run them. Do we want them along here? No, we actually just want them here. And then here. And then we also want a couple out here. And it's going to be a nightmare for the poor peasants to actually get the materials there and do the building. I apologize, but we've got plenty of people working on it, so I'm sure they'll get the job done. Oh, also, I need to make sure to turn off everything but wood and stone in this stockpile so it stores them properly. It looks like there's none there because it's all just been looted to be sent over to the new construction projects. Oh, the poor guys. We're going to have so many drownings. That's not going to be nice. But I must have my awesome-looking keep. I deserve one for all my good work. I've made this into a thriving kingdom, and oh really, it looks like that? That's no good, that's not what I wanted. I wanted it to line up. Didn't it, like, do that before? I guess because I built these, it's changed it? Damn, we'll have to look into fixing that. Yeah, I'll not do it at the back, because that's no longer the back, it's going to be the middle somewhere. Yeah, that's annoying. Ah, well, we'll carry on working on it, we'll carry on tweaking bits as we go. In the meantime, more work to be done over here, perhaps. That's all been finished, very nice, and there's a whole bunch of materials just sat there, waiting to be delivered to probably this stockpile over here. How's the food looking this year? About the same. We need more farms before we continue with that. So this can go, I'd say. Don't really need it anymore. We've got a bigger stockpile over there that stores stone. Perhaps I should bring a road up to here, but all these roads are a mess and wrong, so not sure. Right, we'll demolish that. There's going to be a whole pile of stone there for a while. Might remove this, because there is one there. Not that far away. Can move it elsewhere. Move it to there just so it lines up nicely with everything else. How's the farmland? It's all very nice. Standard fertility, all receiving irrigation. Nice place to be. I think that's good. So we will turn this into farms. It's just a question of what to do about the stone. Because I don't want to remove it all. Want to have some around still. But we might, you know, shave a bit off here and there. Make a bit more space. I'm liking the idea of this road. Removing that one. Getting rid of the quarries on these for now because we don't need them. And then we have a nice space here to have like 2 windmills in. Like, close that. 2 windmills here and then farms all around. Nice little bonus to the food supplies. Oh, we have Vikings invading. I was wondering when these guys were going to turn up. We're slaughtering them immediately, of course. They've approached the most well-defended section of the wall because of the weird glitch, and I've not bothered to remove these walls. Again, it's with that inset section. I guess that's just how that works. That doesn't make sense, though, because it's supposed to be when it's between 2 taller towers, and it's not. The towers are the same size, but then this is taller, so it's sort of counting that, and it's like leaning up against it. As are these in the middle, which is ruining the look, I'd say, of everything. It's ruining all of the things, damn it. I had a plan, and it's no good anymore. I'm not happy. How are the Vikings doing? Have we killed them yet? We're continuing to slaughter them as they come. They're starting to demolish these, which honestly, you're just doing my work for me there. Means I don't have to put some resources into it. I was planning on doing it anyway. Rubble will be easier to dismantle than the entire wall. So, be my guest, keep firing. Make sure you get it finished. That's looking very good. The cracks are rising. Almost there. Like one more shot, I reckon. Go on. There it goes. Sorted. Fixed it for me. Very nice here. Can you get rid of these ones as well? That'll have to be the next group. How are they doing? I mean, they're making progress, but last time they got to here, and then we killed them, and now the wall goes a lot further. Yeah, they're not going to make it. I'm going to fast forward because I reckon we got them. Are they going to manage to knock down any of these? Oh, wow, we're actually repairing the walls as they're shooting at them. That's just depressing on their part. And dealt with. Piece of cake. Fantastic. Vikings dealt with. Everywhere is expanding. We've got some sprawling city blocks developing. I say they're sprawling. Really, they're extremely ordered. Put a lot of effort into making sure that everything is very well arranged. Food is going alright. On the years where it rains, we'll probably have a bit of loss, but we'll then make it up fairly rapidly in the following years. So everything's coming up roses, I suppose, or whatever the term is. Don't know what the term is. Is it daisies? I have no idea. Everything's coming up summit good. And I think that's where we'll leave it for today. Next episode, we'll do a bit more refining on this fortress. And we've now got the back ready to add in the towers there, so that's very nice. More farms, more houses, all that good stuff. And there is a dragon, so we'll just watch this guy get slaughtered. Is he dead already? Did we insta-kill him? I think we did. It must have been a little one. Poor guy. Well, there we go then. With that, I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.